Boffin is worried about his literary man, Wegg. For, as usual, the man of low cunning has acquired a mastery over the generous man of high simplicity. Mr. Boffin's literary man has called his attention to a for sale sign, placed recently on the very same aristocratic mansion that Wegg had long called our house. And the Boffins have purchased it. Mr. Boffin plans to ask Wegg to occupy the bower rent-free after he and Mrs. Boffin leave it. Wegg expects this offer tonight, but pretends he is only preparing his literary labors.
And now Mr. Boffin says that your pleasure, sir, that we decline and we fall.
Not just yet a while, Wegg. In fact, I've got another offer to make you.
Wegg, who has had nothing else in his mind for several nights, does his calculating best to show an air of bland surprise.
What would you think of not keeping a stall, Wegg?
I think, sir, that I should love to see the gentleman prepared to make it worth my while.
Oh, here he is!
Oh, no, Mr. Boffin. Anybody but you, sir. Do not fear, sir, that I shall contaminate the premises which your gold has brought with my lovely pursuits. In the words of the poet's song, which I do not quite remember. Thrown on the wide world, Mr. Boffin, doomed to wander and roam, bereft of me parents, bereft of home, sir, a stranger to something and what's his name, Joy? Behold little Edmund, the poor peasant boy, and equally Mr. Boffin, behold myself on a similar footing.
Oh, now, Wegg, you are too sensitive.
I know I am, sir. I'm acquainted with my faults. I always was from a child, but too sensitive.
And so Mr. Boffin explains to this sensitive soul that he wants to pay him to live in Boffin's Bower as its only residence.
It's a pleasant spot, and a man with coals and candles and £1 a week might be in clover here.
Would that man, sir, we will say that man for the purposes of argument, would that man's pay as a reader in the evening be added to that amount, which adopting your terms we will call clover, or would it merge into that amount, or clover?
Well, I suppose it should be added.
I suppose it would, sir. You're right, sir, exactly my own views, Mr. Boffin. Mr. Boffin, say no more, sir, not a word more. Stoll and I are forever parted.
Thank you, Wegg, thank you. Both for your confidence in me and for your frequent dropping into poetry, both of which is friendly.